Cerebral palsy, or CP, is a lifelong condition that affects movement and posture. It's the most common physical disability in children, affecting about 1 in every 500 children in high-income countries. CP happens when the developing brain is injured early in life. Most cases begin before birth, but the exact reasons aren't fully known. That's why our study looked closely at what happens during pregnancy. Some pregnancies are complicated by severe maternal complications, things like very high blood pressure, heavy bleeding, or serious infections. We already know these severe events are dangerous for moms and can lead to complications for the baby, such as early delivery or admission to neonatal intensive care. But we don't clearly know whether these severe complications are also linked to increased risk of neurodevelopmental disorders in the child, including CP. That gap motivated our study. Our goal was to see whether severe maternal complications are linked with the higher risk of CP in children. We also wanted to check these associations by types of complications and when they happen, for example, before delivery, during delivery, or shortly after. We analyzed data from 2.4 million births available through ICEF, a research institute that provides secure access to health information of all patients receiving healthcare in Ontario, Canada. We pulled mothers' health and demographic information before and during pregnancy, and health information of children up to age 17 years to see who was diagnosed with CP. To define severe maternal morbidity, we used a national Canadian definition that includes 46 serious conditions that could occur from mid-pregnancy until 6 weeks after birth. We also grouped them into 4 major categories: severe bleeding, severe hypertensive disorders like preeclampsia, serious infections or sepsis, and other serious conditions. We also noted when the first complication happened: before delivery, at delivery, or after birth. For CP, we checked children's records from birth through 2020 and classified any child with a CP diagnosis in their medical record as a case. Now looking at the results. Children whose mothers had any severe complication were about 2 to 3 times more likely to be diagnosed with CP than children whose mothers did not. This held true even after we accounted for many other factors like mother's age, other health conditions, and socioeconomic factors. The strongest link was with severe hypertensive disorders, but other complications, including heavy bleeding and serious infections, were also linked to higher CP risk. Timing of severe complication also matters. The link was stronger when the severe complication happened before or during delivery compared with complications that happened after birth. In summary, severe maternal complications in pregnancy are linked with a higher risk of CP in children. The increased risk was seen for all major complications, including severe hypertensive disorders, severe bleeding, and severe infections. These results tell us that maternal health and safety during pregnancy may have longer-term effects on children's development. Therefore, these findings support the need for preventing severe maternal complications to improve both maternal and child health. Results also suggest that babies exposed to these complications may benefit from closer developmental check-ins. So if CP signs appear, families can access therapies earlier when they're most helpful. Thanks for watching. Feel free to reach out to the corresponding author for any questions or to know more about the study.